Hello BookTube and AuthorTube, it is time for the writing community tag. So I was tagged in this video kind of after the fact by Erin Kinsella. When I say after the fact, I mean it was one of those things where like I didn't find her channel until like a few weeks after she had posted her version of this tag, and then I commented and was like, this tag is so fun, I love it, and she was like, okay, well I'm tagging you now, and I was like, challenge accepted. Question 1, what drove you to find a writing community? I am a weird combination of things in that I am a writer and an extrovert. I'm finding now that I'm meeting more people on YouTube that's not as rare as I thought, but in my everyday life that was like the rarest thing. People were like, oh, writers, you're so introverted, you're so introspective, you need your alone time. And I was like, no, I don't. My alone time makes me depressed. Interacting with other people gives me energy. And when I'm by myself, that sucks my energy away, because it's kind of the opposite of how it works for introverts. It sucks my energy away when I work on things by myself, and I get demotivated, and I go down like a depressive thought spiral, and I get distracted, and I get tired, and I fall asleep, and it's just bad. Now, when I'm in public working on things with other people, I can just go and go and go, and it has nothing to do with how many cups of coffee I've drank. How did you first get involved in the writing community? If you're talking about BookTube specifically or AuthorTube specifically, I was making some YouTube videos, and then my friend RK Gold that I met on Twitter, he told me, why aren't you doing the newbie tags? And I was like, what? So I looked up the newbie tags and I was like, oh my god, there's an entire community for this. So I just got myself right involved. Now, if you're talking about like any writing community, the first writing community I would say I joined like as an adult outside of college was when I first graduated. I would go to some Chicago meetings for SCBWI, which is Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. I was just starting to develop my Forever Home Friends series at that time, so it was really useful to get to meet other people who were also writing children's books, go to panels and conferences and events and get to know other people and learn from other people and get advice and network. Networking quickly became like my favorite hobby. Guys, I have 2 blog posts that I'll link to in the description below. One is tips for extroverted writers and the other is about how to network. I think networking is so much fun. I know a lot of people see it as like something corporate or something fake or something that's like a chore, but I think there are ways to make it fun, and I could just network all day. The second writing community that I got involved in was on Twitter. I met so many writers on Twitter, and that's when I first learned like what hashtags were. So I had made a Twitter just as like a regular social media, and I didn't get how it worked or how people found your page. But then when I was like 23, I just had this sudden realization of how searching hashtags worked, and the fact that people were looking up hashtag #amwriting, hashtag writing community. Like that was a thing people were searching for, and I was like, oh, I didn't know how people use Twitter. Now that I do, I'm going to use these hashtags, I'm going to search these hashtags, I'm going to comment on other people's things. Next thing I know, I'm making tons of writer friends. I met my publisher that way. I met so many people that I've collaborated with so many things that way, and just like, yes, author Twitter was so much fun. What has been your favorite online platform for the writing community? Definitely it's been YouTube. I have been so happy since I got really involved in this channel. Now, I've always been a person who loves filmmaking. Making videos, making movies has been a huge passion of mine since I was a little child. I actually majored in film as an undergrad, but I wasn't interested in going into like that Los Angeles type of lifestyle or like trying to climb a corporate ladder in a production company. I was more interested in the writing aspect of film as well as writing books. So I also took a lot of English classes, and now I'm getting an English master's degree. So like those were the 2 things that I like to combine, which is like, how can I use my writing in film and how can I use film to improve my writing? So for me, that came from deciding to play to my strengths when I was looking for more author platforms and more ways to, you know, tell people about me and to learn about them. I thought, why am I not just making videos about this? I love filming things, I love editing things, I love scripting things, I enjoy being on camera, so why am I not? So I started making videos, and it's been not only the most fun thing in the world, but also such a great way to meet other people who share common interests with me. What are some best practices for connecting and interacting with writers online? Make friends. So I would say just like being genuine with people, going on other people's videos and commenting on them, subscribing to a lot of other people's channels and looking at all their videos, commenting on them, pulling videos for your subscription feed. I absolutely love watching YouTube videos. When I'm illustrating a book or when I'm working on a piece of art, I love to have one computer monitor be where my art is and the other one will have videos on it. So in the past, before I knew of BookTube and AuthorTube, I was just watching videos from like big YouTubers and like people who already have tons of subscribers, and my comments would just get lost in the abyss. So that wasn't as fun, even though it was like some good background noise. Now I'm watching all of these kind of videos, commenting, getting to know other people. Are there any other platforms or ways to connect that you want to try next? Back when I was just basically doing Twitter, I was like, yes, I want to do YouTube. Yes, I want to do YouTube. And now that I am doing YouTube, I just couldn't be happier. So I just want to grow my channel. I want to keep making more and more videos. Have you made any writing friends in person? I first started making author friends in person because I would go to SCBWI meetings and I would go to like different author events. I joined a couple different critique groups, and in my master's program at DePaul we have this group called Writers Guild, and it's not just for students in the master's program, it's for anyone who wants to come, but it's like another critique group essentially where I get to meet other writers and work with other people. We give each other feedback. In terms of like people that I met online first, I went to New York this past summer to meet my publisher, who is an author friend that I met on Twitter. So like I met my friend Chelsea on Twitter because we were both involved in author Twitter, and then she founded her own like small press publishing company, and then she was publishing my book Sculpt Yourself, so I went to New York to meet her in person, and I think she's going to come to Chicago because we're going to share a table at the Printers Row Literary Festival in Chicago this summer. How has the community helped you in your writing journey so far? I think it's really cool that we have this platform where we can just freely share tips and advice with each other. I love sharing writing tips with other people, and I love watching other people's videos about writing tips. It's also really helped me kind of on the marketing front because I'm not super great at knowing how to market my work after I've written it and I want to promote it and I want to put it out there. But I've watched a lot of other people's videos about like, oh, here's some ways to connect with readers, here's some ways to do that, and I think that's been super beneficial to me, so there's just so many ways. On what other platforms can people connect with you? So I have all my social media linked in the description below, but I also have a Twitter, as I've mentioned. I'm on Instagram, and I do post fairly regularly, but not as regularly as I post on Twitter. I do a lot of Instagram stories though that show my writing revision process, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out there. I have a Facebook page as well. The Facebook content's pretty similar to the Instagram content, not that much is different. I also have a website and a blog, and then I have a separate website for my children's books, Forever Home Friends, because Forever Home Friends is my own business. So I keep it separate from my novels, which are about very different subject matter. So I have SavvyLizer.com and I have ForeverHomeFriends.com, so I recommend checking both of those out. On my personal website, SavvyLizer.com, I have a lot of blog posts with book reviews, with writing tips, with tons of things related to all of this. And on my Forever Home Friends website, I have lots of stuff about cute dogs. So if you're a dog person, definitely check that out. Shout out some positive forces in the writing community you think we should connect with. Oh yes, okay, I both love and hate doing this. I love helping to promote other writers' channels, but I also hate doing this because I'm worried I'm gonna forget somebody important and then I'm gonna feel really terrible about it after the fact. But regardless, I will do the ones that come to mind right now. So one writer that I really like is Carissa Quinn. I think she's awesome. She does writing videos and booktube type videos. She actually did a review of my book Sculpt Yourself, and I love that review. It like totally made my week. So definitely check out her channel, linked in the description below. Also, Erin Kinsella, she's the person who told me to do this tag in the first place, and she has such fun videos, and her cats are so cute and they're always in the background, so link to her in the description below. Of course, RK Gold, who introduced me to this community in the first place, and he posts vlogs like every day and shows his whole writing and revising process, and he's awesome. Link in the description below. I would also say Cassidy Marie. She's someone who is super positive, super upbeat, very high energy. I relate to that a lot, and she and I actually have a collaborative video coming out soon, so I'm excited for that. Link to her in the description below as well. Basically, everyone I just shouted out, I'm tagging all of you as well, except for Erin because she tagged me, so she clearly already did it. But all the rest of you are getting tagged, so I hope that you do this, and I hope you enjoy it. And if I didn't mention you, the chances are I also love your content, and I just like couldn't think of that many people off the top of my head. But I'll be happy to link some more people in the comments because I love helping to promote tons of people. So definitely check out the comments below. Please subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Please ring that bell so that you can get notifications of when new videos are coming out, because they're coming out pretty frequently lately, guys. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye!